Game one of the semifinal. Apologize for any glitches that we had there, albeit briefly, but this game is getting set to get underway. And Dan, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me here today.
And give us a brief preview of this one, if you may.
Probably two of the premier pitchers in the country on the mound today. As you see, Cody Rock for Team Saskatchewan out on the mound right now, getting loose, and then throwing today for Team Alberta is right-hander Ben Runyon.
Say it again.
So should be a great game today. We're looking at both lineups here as they're coming up on the screen right now, and I had a chance to watch Alberta play a couple of games yesterday, and they seem to be catching fire here with the bats at the right time. So we'll see if Ben gives them a good game on the hill, but this should be an excellent semifinal game today.
And a look at the defensive alignment. Hunter Reiner behind the plate. Killer at first. Detzeltel at second. Edmonds at short. And at third is Arnold. Volgo in left, Baumel in center, and Keller in right. And the starting pitcher, the big right-hander, Cody Rock. Big guy.
Cody, very well known to this position, as he threw this exact same game last year for them here at the National Championships when they were in Red Deer. He's a big-time pitcher here, and you know Cody's going to give them their best today.
He's going to bring up the first batter in this contest. Right fielder R.J. Bourget. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. And we're nicely underway with the first pitch. It's chopped to third. Long throw to first, and he gets a one up and one down on the play by Arnold. One out in the first inning.
Pretty efficient right there. One pitch, one out for Rock. I'm sure he'll take a few of those today if he can get them.
He's going to bring up the left fielder, Riley Duig. Another right-handed batter, Duig. Takes the pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Duig. The 0-1 pitch chopped up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit. So on board with their first base runner and first hit, Duig gets a single, and it's going to bring up the first baseman, Greg Wallace.
Duig had a great set of games yesterday, really starting to hit the ball well. Been one of the table setters here for this Team Alberta team this week.
First left-handed batter in the lineup to see Cody Rock. Runner at first, one out. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Wallace. Tyler McWillie, the on-deck man for Team Alberta. 0-1 pitch on the way is swung on and hit down the left field side, past the line, and it is going to be foul out of play.
Greg Wallace, one of the veteran players on this Team Alberta team, been to a few of these tournaments. Same thing as right fielder Kern Watts today. Had a great chat with both these guys out in Woodsley yesterday, and there's some excited to be here in the national semifinal game for sure.
The count is 0-2. Again, runner at first. The 0-2 pitch swung on and hit to second slowly. Just a chance to get him at first, and he does. So 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Second baseman with the play. That's a tell. 2-0. Runner now at second. Get to look at this on the replay. Slow roller. No choice but to go to first.
It'll be interesting to see how the infield plays today. It's been pretty quick all weekend with the heat, but now a little bit of rain here overnight in Tecumseh. Looks like the ball is going to be rolling a little bit slower on the ground, so we'll see how that plays into the game.
Tyler McWillie steps up to the plate. He's had a pretty good tournament. Has power. Third baseman. 2-out runner on second. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us. The count is 0-1. Right fielder Kevin Watts awaits on deck. Should McKelly get aboard? McWillie, sorry. So McWillie wearing number 44. Has good power.
believe he had a home run in Woodsley yesterday in one of their games.
Had one also here earlier in the tournament. At least one. 0-1, make that 1-1 the count. Runner on second, 2 out. Top of 1. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Relatively deep at the long throw to first, and he gets him. So, 1 hit, no runs, and nowheres. As we have a quick look at the replay and the score, scoreless, we go to the bottom of 1.
Good play there by Dylan Edmonds. Good pickup onto first base to Griffin Keller. And good inning there from Cody Rock to get his team on the sticks here with a goose egg for Alberta.
Last time these two teams played here, quite memorable, a 9-8 game, and it was the team coming back, and they were down, I believe it was at 6-2 or 8-2?
8-2 in the seventh inning. I was watching that game on my phone. I was out in Woodsley waiting for the quarterfinal matchups as we see Team Saskatchewan batting lineup come up today. Obviously the highlight there is the number 2 hitter, Griffin Keller, probably one of the preeminent power hitters in the country. Cole Baumel as well hitting in cleanup. Another power hitter that's certainly going to bring some pop to the lineup here today. They're going to have their hands full, though, with right-hander Ben Runyon on the mound.
Look at the defensive alignment. Hereshchuk, the catcher. Wallace at first. Love Holman at second. McElroy at short. McWillie is at third. Duig in left. Bourget in center. And right field is Waltz. On the mound, Ben Runyon. We've seen him pitch here before.
Again, Ben known to this type of environment. He's been to a few of these tournaments, throwing in big games. So I had a chat with him before the game as well as starting pitcher Cody Rock. And it's like Christmas Day for both of these guys. They couldn't wait to get out to the mound and get going. So
he's a pretty tall guy, too. Got some height to him.
Both big guys, yep.
So Jordan Detzeltel will be the first batter, followed by Keller and then Unterreiner. The first 3 batters here for Team Saskatchewan in their bottom half of the first inning. Just nicely underway here at Lacoste Park. Comfortable temperatures.
A little bit of a breeze coming in now, which is nice after all the heat we had yesterday.
Bring it on, Dan. Bring it on. It got warm in here yesterday, or certainly warmer than what it's been. And the first pitch to Detzeltel is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. So Detzeltel again, followed by Keller.
Catcher Chris Unterreiter due up third this inning.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. 0-2 the count. And the pitch is high and outside, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count. First of 2 semi-final games here before we get to the gold medal and the bronze and the gold. Up high, just up high, make it 2-2.
Good eye there from DeZoto. That pitch just missing.
It was close.
Very close, though. The 2-2
pitch on the way, fouls it back. Count remains 2-2.
One of the big keys in this game for both teams is going to be defense. I think whoever plays the better defense here, both teams can hit the ball a ton.
Pitch goes outside, 3-2. 3-2 the count.
Good job here by DeZoto working the count here and letting his teammates see some pitches.
And the pitch swung on and just past third base in foul territory, and making the play, the third baseman, McWillie. 1 up and 1 down in the Saskatchewan first, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Griffin Keller. He'll be the left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. We had a look at that on the replay. Now look at this weather conditions. Currently 23, but it feels like 29. The wind is 8 Ks and then gusting in at 15. First pitch in for a ball, 1-0 to Keller.
And we talked about the power factor. Griffin Keller with lots of that at the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. Strike 2. Caught the inside corner. I should say it's 1-1. I apologize for that. And the 1-1 pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Good pitch there from Runyon. Bottom just dropped right out of that.
Pitcher likes when that happens, doesn't it? Yeah. You being a former pitcher would know.
Yes, absolutely.
1-2 the count. And the pitch. Hit softly to short. Long throw to first, and he's going to get him.
Good hustle there from Keller, but good pickup by Cody McElroy there at shortstop to get that ball across the diamond in a hurry. Had a great defensive day yesterday in the games that we saw.
Took the words right out of my mouth. He's had a pretty good tournament.
Absolutely. See on the pickup there, good start throw and able to get Keller by about half a step.
Or so, and it's going to be Hunter Reiner, the catcher. 2 up and 2 down. It's Saskatchewan's first inning. First pitch comes in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Hunter Reiner with Baumel on deck, the center fielder, should he get aboard. And the 0-1 pitch. Good pitch, too. It went sweeping outside. It's now 0-2.
Runyon has a good fastball, but that's his out pitch. His slider is really, really good if it's on.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he gets him. First strikeout of the game, and that retires his side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score at the end of 1. We are scoreless here at the ballpark. We'll be right back.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Barron Championship rings. This is who we are. We are back at Lacoste Park in the Canadian National Men's Championship 2024 semi-final contest. Kevin Watts will lead things off for Team Alberta in their second inning. Left-handed batter. Pitches in for a strike. Kern Watts, the batter. 1-1.
Watts had a pretty good hitting yesterday in the games again that I saw. Really started to pick it up, and it seemed like the team fed off him quite well with that.
Pitch in for a strike. The count is 1-2. Rock ahead of the batter. First batter here in the second inning. Swung on and sliced down the left field line, and the third baseman is not going to get to it. Pretty close to our camera. Down the third base side. Count stays at 1-2. And the pitch to Watts. Swung on and belted on the right side. That's going to be extra base as it rolls up against the fence. Slipped there, and here's the throw to second, and he's going to go in with a stand-up double, but he almost fell. Gets a double nevertheless. Second hit of the morning. And Watts is on second base, a man in scoring position.
Good piece there by Kern Watts. He drives that one down into the right field corner. Able to get a pitch over the plate that he can handle, and certainly doesn't miss it.
John Mahit.
John Millick, the batter. Millick, the DH. Runner on second, nobody out. First pitch. Catches the inside corner, it's 0-1.
John Mahik been doing a lot of the DHing here this weekend for Team Alberta. Done a pretty good job at the plate as well.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Got a piece of it. Now it's 0-2. Runner at second. Nobody out. Top of 2. Cody McElroy is on deck for Team Alberta.
It's a peek inside the 2 dugouts as we play in this one. Both teams up and excited to be playing in this one.
Everybody's alert, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And the pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side of the park. That's way past the clubhouses and everything.
It's amazing when you get that center field view of watching Cody pitch. He has a ton of run on his fastball when it moves, and it's hard for some batters to be able to pick that up sometimes, but
especially if he jams them.
Absolutely.
The 0-2 pitch swung on and hit again, almost at the same spot. Count stays at 0-2. He's just trying to wear him down.
That's it, right? And I mean, that's it's that goes a long way when you see pitches, and we talked about that with Jordan DeZotel in the top of the first inning. If you can see pitches, that's going to help your teammates out. They know what the pitcher has and what to expect.
Runner at second. Again, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Just low, make it 1-2.
Good looking fastball there from Rock. That one just missed.
1-2, runner at second. Nobody out. Just started the second inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Gets him swinging.
Good pitch there. Good pitch.
Looks like he sort of pulled the string.
Absolutely.
1 on, 1 out. They'll bring up the shortstop, Cody McElroy.
Cody McElroy.
As mentioned, he's had a pretty good tournament, especially defensively.
Yes.
A real rock on defense.
Absolutely. A couple of nice highlight plays there yesterday, going across his body to make plays, throwing on the run, and
shows good range.
Absolutely.
First pitch to McElroy. In for a strike. It's going to be 0-1. 0-1 the count to McElroy.
Rock, like his counterpart Runyon, really relies on that slider to kind of keep batters off balance for when he has that hard, heavy fastball that he throws.
And the pitch off the catcher. And the runner's going to advance to third on the pass ball. Got a piece of it but couldn't control it. Count goes to 1-1, and there's a runner on third with just 1 out. That might change the complexion of the at-bat.
A little bit. I mean, that gives you a different mentality now as a batter that you just want to get the ball in play here. Saskatchewan keeping their infield back. So anything in play here, unless it's to third base, is pretty much going to be a run.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. Low and inside, make it 2-1. 2-1 to McElroy. Game nicely underway here at the ballpark. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side. It seems to be everybody's spot. Anybody collecting baseball is going to get a few of them over there. There's 3 so far.
As long as they don't hit my car, that's fine. They can put all of them over there they want.
Actually, just thinking about that. Never mind. But get the buckets out, vote if you're looking for a ball. 3 of them have been out there in the same location. Pitch is swung on, hit deep to second. The runner's going to score.
That's it. That's a great job there by McElroy. You get that ball in play, and that gets that first run across in the game.
Desautel made the play to first, but the run does score. So we have our game's first run. It's 1-0 for Alberta. It's going to bring up the catcher.
Catcher number 4, Jerry Rasmussen.
Jeremy Heresmanchuk is the batter. Pitches up high and tight, 1-0.
Harris Simchuk doing the catching today for Team Alberta, giving Dayton Heino a well-deserved break.
Hit the third. Long throw to first, and out on the play. The inning is retired, but not before a run is scored as Arnold made the play at third. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and the score as we go to the bottom of 2. It's 1-0 for Team Alberta.
Good inning there from Team Alberta to be able to push that first run across, and that goes a long way in a game like this. Puts a little bit of pressure on the opposing team, and now they have to try and answer back.
Well, what they have answered back in the past, so
Absolutely.
it's going to be interesting as we get set to start the bottom half of the second inning.
A lot of firepower on both sides here, so it's going to be fun to see how this one plays out.
Canada would like to thank the Blue Jays for their tremendous support to all Baseball Canada National Championships, along with providing their expertise and advice, which continues to enhance the relationship.
Look at the bronze medal contest coming up at 4 o'clock. Haven't got the teams yet, but that's the bronze medal game at 4, again on pay-per-view, WeDigital.ca. And then the gold medal following at 7, again, WeDigital.ca, and it is by pay-per-view, as all the games are today.
It'll be fun to see who's in those 2 games. Obviously, the loser of this one will be playing in that game at 4 o'clock, with the winner advancing to 7 o'clock tonight. Of course, I'm Dan Esty, along with Bill Kelso here, having a great time here in the games that I have been able to cover here at Bert Lacasse Park. Been with Bill both times and been very enjoyable so far.
Oh, we've had a great time. And had good games to do, too.
Absolutely.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Saskatchewan, center fielder number 11, Cole Baumel.
Cole Baumel will lead things off in the second inning for Team Saskatchewan as they trail 1-0. He'll be followed by Bracken and then Edmonds here in their bottom half of the second inning.
Middle of the order coming up here, so see if Team Saskatchewan can answer back after giving up one in the top half of the second. Baumel takes that one outside for ball 1.
And the pitch. Hits it foul, counts 1-1. 1-1 to Baumel. The 1-1 pitch swung on, hit hard to first, got a piece of it, gets it back, fumbles it, and he gets to first base to make the play. A few things happening there, but he did make the play.
It's a hard hit baseball. Good play there by Greg Walls to knock that one down. We'll see here on the replay. A little bit of a short hop there. Those plays are always tough to get.
17, Nolan Bracken.
Able to regroup though, pick it up and step on the bag.
It's going to bring up the DH, Nolan Bracken. So far, Runyon has retired 4 straight batters. Has a strikeout to his credit. First pitch is outside, 1-0 to Bracken. Pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line. It's drifting into foul territory, but the third baseman will make the play. Bit of a brief stumble, but McWillie makes the play. 2 up and 2 down in Saskatchewan's second inning.
Good play there by Tyler McWillie. It's always tough running backwards like that, and able to get under that one and make the grab, and Bracken down for the second out of the inning.
It's going to bring up the shortstop for the first time, Dylan Edmonds. Another left-handed batter. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Runyon with his good stuff going here early.
Fouled out of play. Behind us. Count goes to 0-2. Brody Vogel is on deck. Should Edmonds get aboard? 0-2 the count. 2 out. The pitch. Strike 3. Got him. Second inning in a row that Runyon has struck out the last batter. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score as we come to the third, it's 1-0, Team Alberta.
Another good inning there from Ben Runyon. 3 up, 3 down. See if the Alberta bats can give him a little more offense to work with here.
He's retired 6 straight guys.
Absolutely.
That's a great start.
Looking real good right now.
Talk about saving your arm, too. You being a former pitcher would know.
Yes.
You can get 6 straight guys like that. That just helps the process, that's for sure.
And efficiency is what's key there. It's not so much that you get the 6 guys out in a row, but right now he's
throwing a lot of pitches.
Throwing a lot of pitches, absolutely. That's right. So saves a little bit of gas for the later innings if he needs it.
Especially in this type of game where it's on the line.
Absolutely.
Biggs est fier d'être le commanditaire officiel de la
Warm-up
baseball
tosses.
Canada et du championnat canadien
Cody
senior
Rock.
masculin, tout en mettant la graine de
Going to
tournesol
face
officiel de baseball
Mason
Canada.
Love Holman.
En proposant de nouvelles saveurs, Biggs est
Then
disponible
back to the
en
top of the
ligne
lineup,
dans le
Bourget
magasin
and then
Québec.
Duig. Lev Holman is the second baseman. Left-handed hitter will step up to the plate here in the top of the third inning. 1-0 your score if you've just joined us. Glad you're along.
Second baseman number 2.
The sun is now out a little more prominently here at the ballpark. It was a little hazy to start the game. Now the sun is out.
A lot of humidity today.
Yeah, I'm not amused at that.
Yeah. It's going to get a little bit warmer as we go here with the humidity, but
Pitch to Love Holman, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled back to the left of us off the roof. Count goes to 0-2.
hit the facing of the roof and came back. Good catch there by Unterrider at the plate, but
Pitch by Rockus, swung on and sliced foul down the left field line, way out of play. Count stays at 0-2. Lev Holman can hit.
had a little bit of pop yesterday at the plate.
Pitches up high, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. It swung on, and again it's going down the line, but it's going to go foul. Out of play on the third base side. Count stays at 1-2.
As you said, Bill, back to the top of the order after this with R.J. Bourget and Riley Doig, so we'll see how both sides make some adjustments here the second time through the order.
And the pitch. Strike three, called, got him. So Lev Holman called out on strikes. One up and one down in Alberta's third inning. And as Dan mentioned, Bourget, R.J. Bourget, the
Center fielder, number 9.
center fielder will step up. Ground out to the pitcher his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Riley Doig is on deck. One out, nobody on in the first pitch. Showed bunt. Pitch called a ball, so it's now 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. A good rip. So 1-1 the count to Bourget. As mentioned, Doig on deck. And the pitch swung on and sent down the line to right field. And a nice sliding catch there by the right fielder. Nice play. Kendall Keller with a nice sliding catch in right field to get the batter.
We'll get a look at that one here again.
Left
Good
fielder,
job
number
getting to the line,
36,
finds the fence.
Riley Doig.
And a nice sliding catch there as that one drops into his glove for out number 2.
2 outs here in the top of the third for Dewey. Has one of the 2 hits for Team Alberta. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Dewey. Native of Sherbrooke Park, Alberta. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. One pitch on the way, just missed it. Make it 2-1 outside.
Again, we keep calling them Team Alberta and Team Saskatchewan, but the 2 teams here representing them for Alberta, it is the Sherwood Park Athletics of the Sunburst League, and then for Saskatchewan.
Chopper hit the third. Long throw to first. He's not going to get him. It's going to get by the first baseman. Runner does not advance. Arnold on the play.
It's a tough play there. Doig with lots of speed, so it's going to rush your throw a little bit low. Griffin Keller unable to pick
First
that one
baseman,
up,
number
so
11,
it'll be an error
Greg
charge to
Wallace.
Arnold at third.
Runner at first, 2 out. Greg Wallace, the batter, the first baseman. Ground out to second, his first time up.
Sorry, I was saying before, so Saskatchewan being represented by the Regina Trappers here, their club teams, so both teams have had great weeks here so far, obviously being in the national semifinals.
That's in tight. 1-0 the count to Wallace. The 1-0 pitch swung on and hit into shallow left field rather. Shortstop is drifting under and he's going to make the play. Called everybody off. Edmonds with the play in the outfield. No runs, no hits, and an error. Score is go to the bottom of the third. So we get a look at this in the replay.
Yeah, and those are tough plays going back as a shortstop.
1-0 Alberta.
You got to make sure that we're not going to run into anyone here, but
For Alberta in the top
good job
of the
by
third. No
Edmonds to
runs,
camp
no
under that.
hits.
Left
There
fielder
was
give him a
one
hand
error
there.
and 1 runner left.
That's it for the top of the third inning.
Game moving along here. Low scoring affair early. It's 1-0 Team Alberta. We're going to get set to start the bottom part of the third inning. Vogel, Arnold, and Keller, 3 batters coming up for Team Saskatchewan. As Dan mentioned, primarily out of Regina.
The Saskatchewan team based out of Regina, yes. Yep.
Again, look at the schedule for the day. We've got our game here, but these games, all 4 games are available on pay-per-view, digital.ca. The game we currently have here, Alberta and Saskatchewan, then Quebec and Tecumseh. The next game at noon. Then the 2 final games, teams to be determined.
That second semifinal is going to be a very loud Lacasse Park with the host
It's going to be
team
a packed
playing.
house. Yeah.
And Team Quebec has traveled well this week as well, so there's going to be a lot of fans here at Lacasse. That should be a
pretty
fun
vocal.
one. Absolutely.
I'm going to have to ask you to speak up at times. It's going to be pretty loud in here. And they're right below our broadcast location, too, so
Yep.
we're right in the mix.
Absolutely.
Leading off the bottom of the third.
Hopefully they
for
don't yell at us.
Saskatchewan,
Very
the
good.
left fielder, number 27, Brody Vogel.
Going to bring up Brody Vogel up for the first time this morning. As mentioned, Vogel and then Arnold, then Keller. Here in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Called the ball, so it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Vogel.
Came close to catching Vogel in the hands.
Yeah. The 1-0 pitch. Almost got him again. 2-0. 2-0 to Vogel.
Getting Runyon, a smart pitcher here. He's working a lot of these batters inside to kind of keep them honest here, and then he can use the outside portion of the plate.
Tight and high, make it 3-0. So 3-0 the count to Vogel. Taking on this one. And the 3-0 pitch. In for a strike, make it 3-1. Runyon has not allowed a runner on base thus far, but he's now up and down. Now he's down 3-1 on this batter here, and he gets a walk. So the first runner on base, the walk goes to Vogel for Saskatchewan. He's going to bring up the third baseman, Tyler Arnold. Runner at first, nobody out.
Third baseman number 9.
As you said, Bill,
Tyler
first runner of the game here
Arnold.
for Team Saskatchewan, so we'll see how Runyon adjusts to that. You know, a little bit of speed on the bases here for Team Saskatchewan, so we'll see if that comes into play this inning.
First pitch to Arnold. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1.
So far, it doesn't seem to be affecting him.
Not yet. We'll find out. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. 2 good pitches, too. 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Just outside, make it 1-2. So the count's 1-2 on Tyler Arnold. Kendall Keller awaits on deck, rather. Vogel at first. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into left field. On the run and making the play. Here comes a long throw to first. Does he have a chance at him? Yes, he does. A double play. Runner drifted too far. 7-3 double play from the outfield. Great throw, but the runner, I think, went too far.
Absolutely, we're going to look at it here, but that's a routine fly ball that he knows is going to get caught and just gets caught too far off the bag at first. And
Right fielder,
fortunately,
number
Vogel not
22,
able to get back in time, and he's
Kendall
punched out there
Keller.
for the second out of the inning.
Great defensive play, and brings up Kendall Keller, the right fielder. First time up. Hits it hard, but off to the left side.
Alberta left fielder Riley Doig makes the perfect throw there.
Oh, 1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Chop to the infield. Good play by the second baseman. He's not going to get him. Great speed by Keller. Outraced that one. And he gets an infield single. I would think that would be called an infield single.
Yeah, it's a tough play. High chopper like that. Good speed with Kendall Keller
Real
going down
good
the
speed.
baseline.
Second baseman
Nice
number
fast.
20.
We'll see here, that one.
Jordan Dazabo.
And unfortunately, there's nothing that Love Holman can do, but he's got to wait back for the good hop to get it, and Keller beats that one out at
Because if
first.
he moves too soon, it goes over his head.
Absolutely.
He's going to bring up the leadoff hitter. Jordan, that'll tell. Quick throw over to first. Runyon keeping them honest.
Soto popped out to third base in his first at bat.
And the pitch. It's outside. 1-0. Desautels was popped up the third his first time up. There goes the runner. Sliced into right field, base hit. But he's going to stay at second. So a solid single off the bat of Desautels is going to be first and second with 2 out, and it's going to bring up Griffin Keller, their first baseman. It's a solid hit.
First baseman
On the
number
replay.
31.
Looked like Keller might have
Griffin
hesitated
Keller.
going around second, but with 2 outs, should have had a little bit of a turn there, but probably better he stopped there. Good throw back in
It was
by Kern
sharply
Watts.
hit too to the right fielder.
It was pretty hard hit there, yes.
First and second. 2 out. And the first pitch to Keller, swung on and hit into right field, base hit. 1 run is going to score. Here's the throw home, he's going to be safe. Runner goes to third as well on the play. It's Detzeltel, and it's going to be first and third with an RBI. And this game is knotted up.
Good piece of hitting there by Griffin Keller as he gets a fastball early and
number 94,
certainly doesn't miss as he drives that one into right field and picks up the RBI in that play, and this game's tied now 1-1.
Bring up the catcher, Chris Unterreiner. It's 3 great hits off the bats here for Team Saskatchewan, and they've tied this one up here in the third. Pitch is outside, 1-0. Runners at first and third. 2 out. The 1-0 pitch in tight, 1-1.
So as good as Runyon's been throwing, you knew at some point that Saskatchewan's bats were going to wake up here, and they've certainly done that here in this inning.
Yeah, their first 3 hits of the game, and they've scored a run. And the pitch is outside, 3-0. First and third, 3-0 the count. 1-1's our score. We're at the top of 3. Saskatchewan battling it out here in the third inning. The 3-0 pitch. In for a strike, make it 3-1.
Runyon going to have to work hard here to get out of this. He's got the heart of the order coming up here for Team Saskatchewan.
The 3-1 pitch, swung on and hit into left field. Left fielder going back, he does make the play. Duig, and the inning is retired, but not before the game gets tight. 1 run, 3 hits. No errors in the score as we go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-1. We'll be right back.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
We are back at Lacoste Park. Bill Kelsel along with Dan Esty and the rest of the crew here with WeDigital.ca. Coming to the top of the 4th inning, we're tied at 1s in this one in the semi-final game. There's a rather panoramic view of Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh.
I was down on the field before the game. We noticed the drone flying around, so that's great. Both teams are having a laugh with that.
It's a
Beautiful,
great view.
beautiful area here, though, absolutely.
Very rustic, isn't it?
Yes.
Getting set to start the top of the
Leading off the
4th.
top of the 4th for Alberta, the third baseman, number 44.
Bring up Tyler McWillie.
McWillie.
Ground out the shortest first time up, first batter here in the 4th. Rock's first pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McWillie. Kern Watson and John Milik are the 3 batters here. Scheduled in the top of the 4th inning. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to McWillie.
Good shot of the Saskatchewan bench there.
1-1 pitch. Outside, make it 2-1.
Pretty good looking pitch there. That one just missing.
Pick a side.
2-1 pitch on the way. It's in tight. Did it hit him? I think it did. Yes.
In the forearm.
It nicked him. So going to first base, the hit batsman. That's McWillie.
Right fielder number 10, Kern Watts.
That's the first hit batsman of the day. Kern Watts steps up. He had a double his first time up. Scored later on in the inning. Left-handed batter.
Willie feeling that one right now, and
It's
I
almost
can
like a
attest
delayed reaction.
It's been getting hit in the forearm like that. There's
It's a stinger.
not much padding there that's going to help it out.
Runner at first. Nobody out. Top of 4. And the pitch. Sliced foul on the left side. 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count to Watts. And the pitch in tight and low. 1-1. 1-1 the count. Again, runner at first. We've just started this inning. Nobody away. Ground ball, base hit. Center field. Right field, rather. Sorry, it's going to be first and second. Pretty big opening on the right side of the infield for the hit.
Yeah, Kern Watts does a good job here. We're going to get a look at that. He takes that pitch, pulls it through the hole between first and second. Makes his way down to first with the single, his second hit of the day.
We got John Millick. Millick has struck out his first time up. As you mentioned, Watts is now 2 for 2. It's 2 of the 3 hits that Alberta has notched. First and second. Shows bunt. Strike is called. And the count is 0-1. Nobody away here in the top of the 4th inning. Both teams now have 3 hits. We're still relatively early in this one, but we're getting to the halfway mark of the contest. 1-1's our score if you've just joined us. Showing bunt again. Strike 2. Apparently won't be bunting this time.
No, and that was a big time slider. I mean, he did offer at it. That is a strike for sure, and one that he probably could have pulled back there. But
so the count's 0-2. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. The 0-2 pitch swung on. Did he get a piece? It looks like he did. Count remains 0-2.
good job there by Mahick to foul that one off and stay alive.
Like I said, Mahick struck out his first time up. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out again. One out in the top of the 4th, and it's going to bring up Cody McElroy.
Big time strikeout there for Cody Rock.
Cody McElroy.
So McElroy ground out, but the run scored. So he has an RBI, though, being 0 for 1. One out, 2 on, ground ball to third. He can't make the play. The shortstop going to have trouble getting it. One run will score. Everybody else stays on their base. So McWillie scores, and it's a 2-1 lead for Team Alberta on the hit to third.
That was a tough play. That was an in-between hop there on the ground ball to Arnold.
Jeremy
Just comes up and
Skachuk.
rolls up his arm and into short left field on the hop. Alberta runner going to make their way around to make this game 2-1. Jeremy Harris-Simchuk sticking in here now for Team Alberta.
Harris-Simchuk. Throw to third and got him. So Watts is out stealing.
Good play. Nice job out
2 out now here in the fourth.
Nice looking throw there from Chris Unterreiter as they tried to put on the bunt play, see if they would be able to catch the Team Saskatchewan defense sleeping. Good throw there, though.
Harris took the batter. Runner at second. 2 out. Swung on and hit it into center field. Drifting back and making the play is Bummel. And the side is retired, but not before a run scores. A run, a hit, and an error. And the score as we go to the bottom of 4. It is 2-1 for Team Alberta. Could have been worse.
Absolutely. Good job there by Rock. He battled through that inning to keep it to 1 run there for Team Alberta. And
1 run on 1 hit.
it's a little bit of bad luck on that ground ball to Arnold. Ground ball to Arnold at third base.
So we're going to be coming to the bottom of the 4th inning as the game is moving along.
The tournament's top defensive player and top catcher will each receive a Mizuno glove. Mizuno is the official glove and catcher's equipment supplier for Baseball Canada's national teams. More than 200 professional baseball players depend on Mizuno baseball equipment every day to perform at the game's highest level. Visit MizunoCDA.com.
Runyon back out to the mound here for his 4th inning of work. 1 run on 3 hits so far, given up by him.
Both teams with 3 hits as mentioned in this contest as we get set to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Hummel, Bracken, and Edmonds will be the batters.
We were talking about this before the game, Bill. I knew Ben a little bit as he spent a little bit of time playing with the Fredericton Royals as an import player a few years ago. So I know a lot of their team has been reaching out to me throughout the course of the broadcast and saying to wish him well. So it's glad to hear from them as well.
Cole Bummel, the batter. Bummel 0 for 1, ground out the first time up at the plate. And the pitch in tight and low, it's 1-0. As mentioned, Bummel, Bracken, and Edmonds, the batters here in the 4th inning. Saskatchewan looking to get back into this one. Trail by 1. Outside, 2-0. Sun is back at the ballpark. It drifted away there for a bit, but it's come back.
Peeking in and out here all morning so
Actually,
far.
it's a lot brighter than it was the first time out. The 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. 2-1 the count. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. Chop towards second. Going to be a tough play, and he's not going to be able to make it. An infield single for Bummel. 4th hit of the morning. in this game for Team Saskatchewan. Tough play.
Tough play going up the middle like that. Good job by Love Holman to get a glove on that, but probably a better decision. Didn't look like he was going to be able to get a grip on the ball. Had a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove, and good play there just to kind of eat it and give up the single and still keep the double play intact.
Going to bring up Nolan Bracken, the DH. He popped up the third his first time up. And the first pitch to Bracken is in for a strike outside corner. 0-1 the count, runner on first. 2-1's our score, we're in the bottom of 4. Nice to have everybody along here. And what is turning out to be a gorgeous day here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh.
Absolutely.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside and low, make it 1-1. 1-1 the count to Bracken with Edmonds on deck. One pitch, inside. Runner is going to get the second base uncontested. A stolen base for Bummel. I think that surprised him.
Yeah, it looked like Harris Simchuk had a hard time, couldn't get a grip on that ball as he went to throw it, and Cole Bummel with the stolen base and have a runner in scoring position now.
I took the words right out of my mouth. A runner in scoring position with Bracken at the plate. 2-1 count. Run deals. It swung on and hit into shallow right field. Second baseman's going to make the play on it. There were 3 players converging on the play. Love Holman puts it away. 1 up, 2 up and 1 down. Runner on second. Look at this on the replay.
Number 28, Dylan Edmonds.
Good play there. Greg Wallace getting out of the way, giving way to the second baseman, Love Holman, who had the better angle on that play, and he makes the catch.
Dylan Edmonds struck out his first time up. So there's a runner on second. 1 out. Pitch catches the outside corner, 0-1. Good pitch.
Little slider there, backed up on the outside corner.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way, and it's fouled away. Count is 0-2. So Rudmans gets ahead of Edmonds. As mentioned, he struck out his first time up. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Runner at second. Fakes going back to second base. Gets a reset. There goes the runner, swung on and hit into right field. It's pretty deep, and guess what? It's gone. A home run for Dylan Edmonds. A 2-run bomb. And is now 3-2.
He certainly did miss that one. Got all of that one.
Boy, he hit it a mile. And Team Saskatchewan has taken the lead.
It's a big-time swat right there by Dylan Edmonds. Get some congratulations from his teammates there as he goes back into the dugout.
I was a bit surprised that the runner was stealing, but hey. Everything works. Pitches up high and outside to Vogel. Walked his first time up. Counts 1-0. Well, the lead changing hands here in the fourth. Pitch in for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 the count to Vogel. And again, 1 out here in the fourth. And the pitch goes outside off a glove. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Good pitch, 2-2. 2-2 the count to Vogel. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. 2 out. Saskatchewan's 4th inning. They have taken the lead, however, and it's going to bring up the third baseman, Tyler Arnold.
Good bounce back there from Ben Runyon after giving up that home run. It's always tough, but bears down, gets the next batter out on strikes.
Tyler Arnold.
Pitch is low, 1-0 to Arnold. Well, then a double play the last time up. A fly to left field, and they got him out, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Outside, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count on Arnold. Kendall Keller is on deck. Should Arnold get aboard? And the 2-0 pitch, in tight, up high, make it 3-0. Runyon has faced 5 batters this inning. And he's going to be pitching to number 6 as pitches inside a walk to Arnold to bring up Keller. 9th batter in the lineup, and we're going to have a conference at the mound. Your impression so far, Dan, of this one?
I mean, great bounce back inning here by Team Saskatchewan. They, Rock gives up the lead there in the top half of this inning, but boys answer back for him here in a big 2-run swat from Dylan Edmonds. Certainly has a little bit of energy back in that team now.
And the active bullpen is, or getting active, shall we say, that just got up.
So that is number 7, Brett Higgins, that's down there throwing for Team Alberta right now in the pen.
Here's Kendall Keller, single to first time up. Runner at first, 2 out. Pitches outside, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, way wide, make it 1-1. Again, Arnold's at first. So 2 out, 1 on. 3-2's our score, bottom of 4. And the pitch is swung on and sliced foul down the left side. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to the screen in front of us.
Runyon 1 pitch away here. He's going to try and see if he can stem the rally here and get his boys back in the bats.
All 2-2s now. 2-2 with 2 out. 2-2 pitch, runner goes. Throw to second. He is going to be safe. Goes into center field. He fakes going to third, but does not. So Arnold with a stolen base. And the count is 3-2.
Good jump there from Arnold as he makes his way to second base. Throw sails just a little bit high and into center field. I think if Arnold would have noticed that about 2 seconds earlier, I think he'd be standing on third right now, but it'll be a smart move to stay there at second.
So a runner on second. Again, Keller singled his first time up. The count now is 3-2. He might get a pitch that he really likes. Let's see.
Runner in scoring position here again for Saskatchewan.
Runyon trying to get out of a jam. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into shallow center field, but the second baseman tracks it down. Lev Holman, and the inning is retired, but not before some damage. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and we come to the score now. It's 3-2 at the end of 4 for Team Saskatchewan. Nice look at the scoreboard. Tells us everything.
There we go.
For Saskatchewan in the bottom of the 4th, 2 runs on 2
Well,
hits.
we're past the midway
There
part
were
of
no
this game
errors
as we go
and
into the
one
5th
runner
inning.
left.
Crunch time.
Yeah, we're getting down to that now. I mean, you said national semifinal game, so teams start to feel the pinch a little bit here as we get later and later in these games. And like I said this at the beginning of the game, this is going to be a fun game to watch. There's going to be some offense, 2 great pitchers, but too much hitting on both sides here for this to be a low-scoring game. I still expect some runs to come across here.
Well, as you mentioned, the last time these 2 teams played was a 9-inning game.
Yes, lots of offense.
Not for the faint-hearted.
No, that's for sure.
We're getting set to start the top of the 5th inning here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Glad everybody has joined us. Again, the sun has just come back out again. It sort of goes in and out on us.
It's perfect.
Which I don't mind.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Leading off the top of the 5th for Alberta, second baseman number
We get our
2.
dugout views going here for both teams.
Lev
As
Holman.
Team Alberta going to come up here in the top of the 5th.
Harasmachuk, the batter. Struck. I should say that's Lev Holman, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorry. So Jeremy Lev Holman, the batter. I should say Mason Lev Holman. And then we'll go to the top of the order.
A couple of nice defensive plays last inning from Lev Holman.
Top of 5. And he lays it down, and what a gorgeous bump that is. Long throw to first, but he's going to get him on a terrific play by the catcher. Wow. Hunter Reiner with a tremendous play.
Sure, we're going to get another look at that one here now. Good hop there by Hunter Reiner out from behind the plate. Good strong throw to Keller at first. He's able to keep his toe on the bag. And
what a great bunt, but a great, even greater play.
Absolutely.
1 up and 1 down. And here's Bourget. Look out. That went flying towards the dugout. The guys are saying, hey, that's our team, guys. Big swing. 0-1 the count. Maybe looking for a new bat.
Yeah, going to switch that one out, I think. Get one with some stickum on it.
You don't see that happen too often.
Oh, saw it once yesterday.
Oh, really?
That one over the dugout.
Oh, wow.
First base line at Woodsley.
Bourget and then is the next scheduled batter. Pitch in for a strike. 0-2. And the pitch. It's outside, make it 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 5. Pitch is outside. 2-2. 2-2 the count.
Bourget able to work himself back into this count after being down 0-2.
And the pitch. Swung, but it went foul down the third base side. Count remains 2-2. Again, 1 out, nobody on. Two pitch on the way. Fouled over the backstop. Up on the roof. Count stays at 2-2. 2-2 the count. Again, 1 out, nobody on. Team Alberta's 5th, and he gets him swinging. So Jet strikes out. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
Left fielder number 36.
Riley Doig.
Riley Doig.
Good pitch there from Rock to get Bourget.
So Riley Doig, 1 for 2. Takes a ball, so it's 1 and out of Doig. Single, and he was safe on an error to the third baseman. Pitching for a strike, gets 1-1.
Good tail on that fastball right back over the outside corner.
The 1-1 pitch. Softly hit in the air, and the first baseman makes the play. That's Keller on the play. First baseman like that when that comes to him like that.
Absolutely. Great bounce back inning there, too, for Rock. 3 up, 3 down, and
It does retire the side.
Gets his boys back on the bats here.
So we come to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Saskatchewan leads at 3-2. Bill Kelso back at the ballpark here, along with Dan Esty. At Lacoste Park, we're going to start the bottom of the 5th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound for Team Alberta. And it is
Brett Higgins from Sherwood Park, Alberta.
Higgins.
Big right-hander. So he'll start the 5th inning in relief.
Good job by Ben Runyon this game. He'll exit after 4 innings, gives up 3 runs on 5 hits.
Second baseman number 20.
He'll give way to Higgins here for the rest of the, or at least for this inning.
So Jordan Betzeltel is the batter. Betzeltel takes a pitch in for a strike. 1 for 2 here this morning. Single his last time up. Griffin Keller on deck for Saskatchewan. Pitch is outside. 1-1. 1-1 the count to Betzeltel. The pitch to Betzeltel, and he fouls it away. Make it 1-2. The pitch. Catcher drops the ball. Count remains 1-2.
As you said, Bill, top of the order up here, so Higgins going to have his hands full.
Just got a piece. The ball was Betzeltel, so he stays up at the plate. Count still 1-2. And the pitch. Hit down the right field side, but it's twisting foul. Count remains 1-2. Well, we've had some visitors here in the broadcast area. The odd bee or two. harmless.
Has everyone running around right now, though, that's for sure.
Everybody's been scrambling, and you and I can't go anywhere. Here's the pitch. Catcher drops the ball, couldn't hold on. Count remains 1-2.
Again, DeSoto had it in a bat like this earlier in the game too, and fouling off some pitches here, letting the boys see what Higgins has to offer.
Pitch is hit to first base. Easy grounder. One up and one down.
Good play there by Greg Wallace to
Wallace with the play.
down to a knee and
31,
runs over and steps on first himself.
He's going to bring up Griffin Keller, left-handed batter. He's 1 for 2 so far this morning. Pops it up. Wallace getting under it, and he makes the play.
Keller not very happy with himself there, and I don't blame him. That was a pitch that looked like he could have driven a long way and just misses it off the hands. And as you can see, he throws the bat down in disgust there.
2 up and 2 down here in the 5th. Higgins inside and low, 1-0. 1-0 to Unterreiner. Pulled the string on that one, it's 1-1. Unterreiner 0 for 2. Struck out in the fly to left. Chops it wide of third. No, it is foul, yep. Almost fair.
Not by much, just outside the line.
Count is 1-2. And the pitch. Hit slowly. First baseman's going to have to flip it to the pitcher, and he does effectively. 3 up and 3 down. Nice play by the first baseman, Wallace, who was involved in all 3 plays. The last one throwing it, tossing it to the pitcher. 3 up and 3 down. And the score at the end of 5, it's 3-2 in Team Saskatchewan with the lead.
Great job there by Higgins to come in and put a 0 up on the board for Team Alberta, and now they're going to look and see if they can try and get their bats going here and get back into this one.
Of the 5th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
Crunch time, the 6th and 7th inning.
We're getting down there now.
Low scoring contest, unlike the previous game between these two so far. But going to be very interesting as this one comes to a close.
I didn't see who the pitchers were in that game, but obviously I would say Cody Rock pretty close to being the #1 guy here on the Regina squad. And then looking at Sherwood Park, Ben's always been a big game pitcher, and showing why today as he gave his team a real good effort there through 4 innings.
Just getting ready to start the top half of the 6th inning. Wallace, McWilling, and Watts are the first 3 batters scheduled up for Team Alberta. Going to claw their way back into this one, trailing by a run. It's getting critical time-wise from an inning perspective. This is a big inning.
Yeah, you got Rock. He's throwing 5 real solid innings now, and we'll see if he clutches up here or Alberta's able to make him crack a little bit here and see if they can get going with the bats again.
Wallace.
Greg Wallace, the batter, 0 for 2 this morning. Popped up the third his last time up. And the first pitch to Wallace. Fouls it back. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Make it 1-1. Outside. 1-1 the count to Greg Wallace. 1-1 pitch is hit down the left side towards the line on the run, and making the catch in a nice run in foul territory is the left fielder, Brody Vogel. One up and one down, but nice running catch by Vogel.
Absolutely. Great catch there. We'll get a look at it right now as he has a lot of ground to cover to get over to the left field line, but
44,
catches the ball just a couple of steps in foul
McWillie.
ball territory and crashes into the fence.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, Tyler McWillie. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th. Hit by a pitch his last time up. First pitch, a little high. It's 1-0. One and on to McWillie. And the 1-0 pitch. Make it 1-1. So the count evens up at 1-1. Again, 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of 6. Alberta trying to get back into this one. Good pitch, 1-2. Nice location. 1-2 the count to McWillie. One and two on the way, and he struck him out. Swinging, goes down swinging. McWillie, 2 up and 2 down in the Alberta 6th inning, and it's going to bring up Curran Watts, who has 2 of his team's 3 hits.
Yeah, great day for Curran at the plate, and again, veteran guy who's been around these tournaments and has really been swinging it well today.
Double his first time up, a single his second. Pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
Almost looks like Rock is getting stronger as he goes throughout this game, really locating his pitches well this inning.
Getting into a zone.
Absolutely.
There's a pitch belted down the right side. It's going to drop for a single. Right fielder bobbled it with his glove, but he gets it back. Runner stays at first. That's Watts. And that's the 3rd hit of the morning for Curran Watts. Look at this on the replay.
Great job. Good piece on the barrel just in front of the right fielder. And
Designated hitter
he
number
goes back to
19,
first base here. Has a look at the bench, gives a clap to the boys, and trying to get them going here.
So the batter is the DH, John
Mahik.
Runner at first. 2 out. Ball goes foul on the right side. 0-1. And the pitch up high. Make it 1-1.
Good pop there from Chris Underreiner as he jumps up to grab that one.
Runner at first. 1-1 pitch. Top the ball and goes foul. Count goes to 1-2.
2 outs here in this inning. I wouldn't be surprised to see Curran Watts on the move here soon. Try and get himself into scoring position.
Rock has 5 strikeouts so far in this game. He's looking for number 6 right here. And the pitch. Curveball gets him swinging. Hey, I called that one.
Absolutely.
That's 3 times in a row, though, that he has struck out. But 1 run, 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the 6th inning, it remains 3-2 for Team Saskatchewan here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario.
We talked about that before the beginning of the inning, saying big inning here for Rock, and he definitely shows up there, gives up the single to Curran Watts, but outside of that, pretty solid inning there for the big righty.
Got better as the inning went on.
Absolutely.
Same pitcher on the mound is Higgins for Team Alberta. He came in relief in inning number 5. So we're getting close now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Team Saskatchewan Just about ready to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bummel, Bracken, Edmonds are the batters scheduled to come up.
Look at Kern Watts there having a big day for the Team Alberta. Absolutely.
Center fielder, number 11, Cole Baumel.
Cole Bummel is the batter. Team Saskatchewan leads 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. Long throw to first, and he gets him. So the second baseman with the play. Love-Holman.
We'll get a look at it here right now. Good range from Mason Love-Holman as he goes to his backhand towards center field. Stops and plants, gets a good strong throw on to Greg Wallace. Baumel's the first out of the inning.
1 up and 1 down for Nolan Bracken, who has popped up twice to the third baseman. He's 0 for 2. First pitch showed bunt. Takes a strike, it's 0-1.
Bracken, part of that big rally the last time these two teams played, had a 2-run home run that tied the game up.
Just took another strike, he's 0-2. Pitch is swung up the middle. Second, shortstop bobbles it long, throw to first, and he is out. Bobbled it, but made in a recovery. The shortstop on the play. McElroy, good recovery, got the out.
We'll get a look at her here right now. Again, talked about this before the game. Cody McElroy having an excellent defensive tournament here for Team Alberta. A little bit of a bobbles that come up and hits him, but stays with it. Good strong throw to Wallace. Gets Bracken by about half a step.
Dylan Edmonds is the batter. He had a home run his last time up, a 2-run blast to give his team the lead. Saskatchewan would like to add to their lead. They lead by 1. The 3-2 pitch. 2-0. 2-0 the count to Edmonds with Vogel on deck.
Haven't really seen anyone else catching this weekend for Alberta except for Dayton Heino, but Eric Simchuk's done a great job there behind the plate today.
Pretty solid. Count goes to 2-1 on the strike call. 2-1 the count on Edmonds. The pitch. Good off-speed pitch, 2-2. He pulled the string on that one.
Absolutely.
2-2 the count on Edmonds. Hit hard to second. Nicely picked up, and he throws him out. Love-Holman. And the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. A score at the end of 6 as we get a look at this on the replay. It's 3-2 Team Saskatchewan. We are going to inning number 7.
Saskatchewan in the bottom of the 6th.
This is it. Alberta's got to push one across here to try and keep themselves in this game, and I'm going to assume, and there he comes right now, big Cody Rock going to make his way back out of the dugout, see if he can finish what he started here in this one.
Well, so far he has pitched pretty well.
Two runs, he's scattered 4 hits, like you said, just picked up his 6th strikeout last inning. Another great outing here so far by the big Saskatchewan right-hander.
So we're coming to the top of the 7th inning, and Saskatchewan up 3-2.
Getting a good look at the skyline and the scoreboard here at Bert Lacasse Park. Talked about this when I worked with you on Thursday, but just a beautiful job done here at the facility. You know, probably one of the best looking parks here in Canada if I'm so inclined right now, but
well, you certainly have been around the nation, so you would know.
Yes.
And this is has become a beautiful looking ballpark, as you mentioned. The renovation's just fantastic.
Absolutely.
Number 22, Cody McElroy.
So McElroy steps up to the plate. Pitch is called a strike. 0-1 the count to McElroy. 0 for 2, but he has an RBI. belted hard off the third baseman. Shortstop gets it long throw to first, and he's going to get him.
What a play.
5-6-3. I guess is that what we scored at?
That's the one. 5-6-3. Your run-of-the-mill put-out.
Great play. Great recovery.
Absolutely. So you're going to see here,
Look at
comes
this.
up, hits arm,
Catcher
the arm
number
again.
4,
The shortstop,
Jeremy
Edmonds
Barasachuk.
right there, and comes up with a good, strong throw to Keller at first. And able to get McElroy there by a step.
Herezmanchuk, the batter. 1 out. Top of 7. Good pitch.
Rock just keeps pouring strikes in here.
That was in for a strike, and a good one, too. Herezmanchuk. The catcher chops it to second. Long throw to first, and he gets it. This will tell what the play.
Get another look at it here now. High chopper to Jordan DeZoto.
And DeZoto with a great, easy play, but he took his time and made
Second
the
baseman
play.
number 2, Mason Love Holman.
Team Alberta down to their last out here.
And you're right. Pitch is outside, 1-0. Love Holman has struck out and grounded out to the catcher. Look out in tight. 2-0. 2-0 the count. 2 outs. Nobody on. And Team Alberta is out with their last possible out. And the pitch is low. Pitch again outside and high, and he walked him. So a walk to Love Holman. Tying runners at first. It's going to bring up Bourget, R.J. Bourget, who is 0 for 3, and we're going to have another conference at the mound.
Coach Nolan DeZoto going to go out and have a quick chat here with his big right-hander. Tying run aboard here now for Team Alberta with 2 outs. I think more than anything right now, Coach DeZoto just giving Rock a chance to catch his breath here and
Settle things down.
4-pitch walk there, so he's just giving him a second to collect himself and get ready here for the top of the order.
So runner at first, 2 out. And the pitch. Called for a strike, good curveball.
Center fielder
0-1.
number 9, Rajon Bourget.
So R.J. Bourget. Again, he's 0 for 3. Another strike. 0-2. Looks like that talking them on so far has settled him down.
Yeah, good job by Rock here to bounce back on this this batter here, R.J. Bourget. Down to his final strike now.
0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, got him, and the game is over. (3-2) the final score. And advancing. Team Saskatchewan wins it 3-2 to advance.
Back into the gold medal game, second year in a row for this Regina Trappers squad playing in the national gold medal game. So congrats to them on a great game today.
Player of the game is Dylan Edmonds. He had a 2-run homer with 2 RBIs. He'll get a souvenir bat, courtesy of Backyard Bat Company. We'll have that, and as well as the press conference with the 2 managers and the player of the game coming up very shortly as the 2 teams with the handshakes, and 1 team eliminated from the tournament, 1 team goes on. You said they go to the gold medal game?
So Regina off to the gold medal game. And Alberta still something to play for here. They're going to have the bronze medal game at 4 p.m.
For Saskatchewan.
Chance to go home with some hardware.
He went 1 for 3, scored a run, had a home run and 2 RBIs.
That's the scorer story of this one. 3-2 our final. Again, we're just awaiting things to happen here at the end of the game.
Just announced here at the park that player of the game, Dylan Edmonds, going to put on his raccoon hat and come up and get the award from one of our tournament committee members as he's waving up here to us.
There he is. Big home run, too.
Absolutely.
Edmonds with the home run. And coming up momentarily, like we said, we're going to have the post-game press conference with the 2 managers and Edmonds.
So you see them both making their way over to the tent now. More than likely going to be joined by James Fisher, the coach for Team Alberta.
Let's go down below, get some interviews. Be right back.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
We are back at the ballpark here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, and we're going to go down below, down to the field for the post-game interviews with the managers as well as the player of the game. Let's go down there now.
Semi-final number 1 is in the books for the Canadian National Men's Baseball Championships. We're down at the post-game interview. We have Alberta's coach, Kern Watts. We have Saskatchewan's Nolan Desautels, and we have the MVP, also from Saskatchewan, Dylan Edmonds. Coach Watts, what can you say?
It was a hard-fought game. Could have gone either way. The ball landed in their court this time.
So it was a tough game, a chess match. We had the rain last night. I saw you go around first base, slip. Was that a factor? We didn't have any rain this week, but it was dry. So is that a factor today?
I wouldn't say that was a factor. It's the same for both teams, but it's getting warmer and you adjust as the game goes on.
Coach Desautels, you come back again. How did you keep your guys calm for the rest of the game? Keeping that lead.
I think they were keeping me calm. Their level always. That's a hell of a ball club over there, and we know that. We know that we can't give in, and we got to compete. And yeah, they're a good bunch of ball players.
Now, who do you want to see next?
Don't care. Got to beat the best. Doesn't matter who it is. Yeah.
Now to the MVP, Dylan Edmonds. 2-run home run, the bottom of the fourth. How'd that feel?
Felt pretty good. Yeah, just looking for something I could hit down 0-2 and found something I liked. It felt really good. Yep.
Now, how can you carry? Are you able to carry that over to the next game when you guys, whatever bronze or silver you play?
Yep, for sure. We're looking to take gold. So I'm looking to stay hot and stay singing it well, and hopefully we can bring it home tonight for sure.
Perfect. All right, back to Bill Kelso upstairs.
So that is the story here from Lacoste Park. Bill Kelso along here with Dan Esty. 3-2 our score. Team Saskatchewan as they advance. Team Alberta, though still has a shot at things. But anyways, the bronze medal game will be coming up at 4 o'clock. Team A against Team B. And then the gold medal game at 7. Those games are both available pay-per-view digital.ca, as well as the next game coming up at 12 noon with Team Quebec against the Tecumseh Thunder. Final score here in this one, 3-2. We'll be back at noon. Remember, you can get that game on pay-per-view on wedigital.ca. That's it for now. See you at noon.
See you later.